Isaiah chapter 21 verse 6. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. Pastor David here, Pastor D, September 25th, 2011. I want you to remain with me throughout the duration of this video. I believe it's going to take some very interesting twists and turns, and hopefully it'll prove to be very informative as well. Tomorrow's the 26th. We're approaching on the 3 days of darkness. Now, let me propose a question to you. Is it just me, or have you noticed a trend here that the weeks leading up until this next alignment and this 3 days of darkness, and the month leading up to this point, I'm not seeing and I'm not hearing a lot about Comet Elenin. It's not the #1 hot topic as it has been on YouTube and on alternative news websites. It kind of seems like it's fizzling out, or it's just not the #1 hot topic. Now, unless I have a lot of subscribers now, and maybe I'm just getting lost in the shuffle, but when I go to alternative websites, I don't see it as up on the hot topic of the day. Seems like ever since they talked about this now being broken up into a big cluster, have you noticed the same trend? Did NASA or the government blast this object, whatever it is, and it's no longer a threat? Leave me some comments on Comet Elenin and why I just don't seem like we're hearing a lot about it as it's coming into alignment. Here we are, tomorrow's or today, depend on when you're watching this video, the 26th. But in my research, trying to figure out what's going on with Comet Elenin, and maybe a lot of you can help me, I uncovered a few other things. I went to a alternative news website. It's called AboveTopSecret.com. AboveTopSecret.com, and right, the #1 topic of the day. 1:32 a.m. in Illinois, there was a bright flash that lit up the night sky, and all cell phone usage was gone, was lost. Cell phone satellites did not work, and no one had use of their cell phones. I haven't been following the thread, so I don't know where they're at now, but it's still #1 on the list. So I did a little more research. Now I'm wondering, has this got to do with Comet Elenin coming into an alignment? And is it really still a threat? And let me show you what I uncovered. I'm going to take you to Los Angeles, and I'm going to try to play this video. Sometimes it'll play. Sometimes it'll say I need to download a flash player, but bear with me. If it doesn't, the video doesn't play, I'll read the article to you. Coming out of Los Angeles, AT&T reports 1,000 of their towers are out, affecting cell phone service throughout LA. I'm going to attempt to play this video. There's going to be a Los Angeles Raiders commercial. Nothing I can do about that. So bear with me, and hopefully the video will play.
We all are ready to roll up our sleeves and go to work.
I love the Raiders.
It is up, and it is good. Sack fumbled the ball. He has done it.
I'm from Michigan.
He's got it.
I would say that
Go Lions!
into our community, get excited about this football team, because the time is now.
Go Detroit Lions. Here we go, friends.
This is KCAL 9 News at 10. It's been a day of dropped, failed, and missed calls for AT&T cell phone customers across Southern California. Technical troubles have led to a major cell phone outage. AT&T says nearly 1,000 cell towers and sites are down tonight. Cell service is expected to be restored at around 2:30 a.m. Customers will be notified by a text message. But for now, many of them, of course, are very upset and frustrated. KCAL 9's Rachel Kim is live in Studio City with more on this developing story tonight. Rachel.
Yeah, Rob and Susie, this outage happened around 2:30 this afternoon, and AT&T is working to get things back on track within 12 hours. Now, they couldn't tell us exactly how many customers are affected, but we saw some of them come to this store wanting answers tonight.
I'm getting nothing. Zero, zip. It's dead to the world. There's so many of them.
You probably had a similar reaction tonight if you're an AT&T customer. Mark Murphy's dinner plans were interrupted when he couldn't call his friend.
And it just kept searching. It doesn't ring in, it doesn't call out. I can't play any games. I'm dead in the water.
AT&T customer service says at 2:30 this afternoon, they received reports of a large transport outage in the Los Angeles market. They tell us there are more than 1,000 voice and data towers in the LA market, but 937 are down. An AT&T spokesperson says a hardware issue is affecting their sites and towers. This means customers either have no service or degraded service. Tonight, customers scrambled to their local store to find out what was happening.
I didn't hear any explanation. All I heard was that the service is down, and so it's going to be off for 2+ hours.
This is what Joan Baca heard when she tried to make a call.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again later.
If indeed there were an emergency, this is an issue. Yeah. I mean, what if we had to call 911? This leaves us kind of high and dry.
AT&T says right now their technicians are at main towers in Commerce and Oxnard to determine a cause. They hope to have service restored as soon as possible. This customer says he doesn't want to hear this anymore.
And I had to run around. I'm the contractor, right? So I have to run around and get things done for them. And I cannot communicate with anybody. It was really frustrating.
Now, one customer said that he was told that AT&T will reimburse them for the times their phones were not in service. Again, AT&T says they're working around the clock to get things restored, hopefully in the next few hours. Reporting live tonight in Studio City, Rachel Kim, KCAL 9 News.
Well, there you have it. But we're not finished yet, friends. Now, is there a connection? What I want to ask next is, let me get to the story. Did we have a massive solar flare CME that I may be unaware of? Because I'm not up on that. We got 1:32 a.m. in Illinois, a bright flash in the sky, and all cell phones, no satellite, no service. Then we've got Los Angeles, all the cell phones down, but we're not done yet. I don't want to run out of time. Is this Comet Elenin? Was there a major solar flare? And I don't see anyone reporting on this. So let me bring you this story real quick. I don't want to run out of time. I'm going to put the link below to this one. Massive blackout in Chile affects 9 million people. I'm going to do it quick. September 25th, 2011, Santiago, Chile, a massive power blackout paralyzed Chile. But it's not there. Illinois outage. We talked about that. Illinois, that big flash in the sky. Cell phones down. Power grids down. Boise, Idaho. Over 1,000 people in Boise were without power. Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m. an outage that ranged from Boise, and it talks about all the places that this power outage and cell phones were down. Arizona, outage. Umpires pulled the Giants off the field while they discussed the situation with D-backs officials. Power outage. They had to stop the baseball game. Ohio. An officer responded to a loud explosion in the 1000 block of East 6th Street at 2:40 a.m. 2:40 a.m., 1:32 a.m. in Illinois, Ohio, 2:40 a.m., and found it to be a blown transformer that caused power outage in the area. Is this all coincidence? So, are we still on for Comet Elenin? Is it moving into its alignment? I did get a comment on one video that I did that I forget what part of the country they're in, or the world rather, that it's already the 26th and the sun is shining. Has Comet Elenin fizzled out and is no more, or is it really there and we're being lied to, and now we're having power outages around various places? Leave me a comment on what you think. Comet Elenin, is it still a go? Is it still going to come into alignment? Now, I bring you the updates on the earthquakes real quick. I'm going to run out of time. The USGS that my viewer and subscriber, Mr. SingleDad06, brings me. He's only showing me like 4 or 5 small quakes. When I go to my other source, there's a ton of earthquakes, and this is going on the last 2 days. They're not reporting the earthquakes. Leave me comments. What lies ahead? I've got my raptor beard growing. Now, I want you to keep me in your prayers. I haven't been feeling good. I got like the stomach virus, a stomach bug, and I hear that's going around, so keep me in your prayers. Will we have the 3 days of darkness? Is Comet Elenin still a threat? What about these cell phone outages? God bless.